All right, y'all, we are back with another video and say it ain't so. It seems like Eric Adams is on the docket. Now, this one right here is coming from Benny. He said that the mayor of New York gets office raided by FBI after attacking Joe Biden woke activists. Revenge. And then, not only that, I went to the description under the video, under Benny video. He said the FBI is now going after New York Mayor Eric Adams. Isn't it a coincidence that he just came out against Biden for destroying his city with illegal immigrants? Oh, man. So you telling me that Joe Biden caused this? He caused Eric Adams? You know, with this FBI situation, because we already know what Trump said about Biden is the reason why he got raided and these indictments and I mean all type of stuff. So we're going to dive deep into this so I can see exactly what's going on. We already know Ben is going to drop the bomb for us. Like I said, I will leave this original video in the description. That way y'all can go check it out. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. And I also want to thank everybody that clicked on this video for the very first time. Without further ado, y'all, let's dive straight to this video, man, because I want to see exactly what's going on. Let's go.
I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. Elon Musk, in a recent Joe Rogan interview, made the point that the fight in humanity is not against communists versus capitalists necessarily, or against Republican versus Democrat, and not against red versus blue state. It's not any of that. It's actually humanists versus extinctionists. People that believe that there are too many people on the planet and will gladly drive society towards a suicide point in order to rid the world of a human population that they don't like. Truly, like the bedrock of evil. That's the bedrock of the argument now. And that is, of course, why we see a police state in this country in order to make sure that there is a rigid lockdown on anyone who would dare be a populist, a nationalist, somebody who actually cares about human beings in America and wants to make life actually wants to encourage human flourishing here. And that police state, of course, will not stop at anything in order to ensure that the regime is protected. And if you criticize the regime, man, you are going to get it.
Oh, it's
going to be bad. Check out the interesting case here of Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, who by every measure is, of course, like, you know, a Democrat, right? He likes little Democrat sticky, ooey gooey things. He says little Democrat like stuff to tickle your ear about race or about inequality. Now, he does go after woke Democrats. He does say that that's out of touch with the working class Democrat voters. After causing a stir earlier this week with his comments about woke Democrats, Mayor Eric Adams doubled down on his remarks, directed harsh words towards a member of New York City Council while doing so. Eric Adams also has criticized deeply Joe Biden's immigration policy and done so very publicly, and said that it is going to destroy New York City.
And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this.
This is talking about illegal immigration.
I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City.
Oh boy. So Joe Biden will destroy New York City. Of course, the Democrats can't win without the state of New York going consistently blue forever. Democrats, of course, can't have their power base rocked like this. You're not allowed to say things like this. In fact, Eric Adams was on his way to meet with Joe Biden at the White House.
Oh, really?
To rip him a new one on this very issue, maybe even on camera. Who knows? Eric Adams has gone on left-wing media and said a lot of stuff he shouldn't say. But then Eric Adams mysteriously had to cancel his meeting with the White House hours after leaving New York.
For DC.
What's this about? He even made a little video talking to people, telling everyone he was on his way to the White House. Here you go. On my way to join a fellow mayor's federal partners asylum seeker crisis. Follow along throughout the day. So here he is telling everyone, get ready. I'm going to go meet with Joe Biden.
Then he canceled it.
So, funny little thing happened on the way to Washington, D.C. Go meet with the regime. The FBI raided Eric Adams, or raided Eric Adams's most important, political operator. Everyone will tell you the most important person on all your staff is your fundraiser. The raid of the home of Brianna Suggs, who is Eric Adams' personal fundraiser, a consultant with close ties to the mayor, comes as Adams canceled a series of meetings in Washington, D.C. So Adams actually had to run home because the FBI came knocking on the door. Oh, man, these people are filthy.
Breaking news right now. Mayor Adams has canceled his planned trip to Washington, D.C. today. He was set to join other mayors in the capital to meet with President Biden and discuss the impact of the asylum seeker crisis on their cities. Mayor Adams posted this video on X of himself on the plane, but sources tell CBS 2 he is now rushing back to New York City for, quote, a matter he has to deal with. No word yet on what that matter is. The mayors of Chicago, Denver.
No word yet on what that matter is. Okay, well, let's pop on over here. The FBI has raided the home of New York City Mayor Eric Adams' top fundraiser.
Brianna Suggs,
name of the fundraiser, has been very close with the New York mayor. Of course, you can't even win. You could never win or run for office without your fundraisers. They keep your campaign on the rails. Could this be related to 3 months ago about 6 individuals who were charged in an alleged scheme to send campaign money to Eric Adams? So is this a political hit job by the FBI? Are they getting rid of a guy who went on Morning Joe and said that wokeness needs to die, that Joe Biden's immigration policies are destroying New York City forever?
A disconnect between working class voters who should be aligned with Democrats economically and party leaders.
There was, and you look at the numbers, there's a hemorrhaging of our Latino community, our AAPI communities that's leaving the traditional Democratic base, is because we've allowed the loudest and those who consider themselves to be woke. Some of us never went to sleep. And we hear and speak directly to people. And I think the party is now understanding that we have to speak at those issues that are important. Jobs, public safety, educating our children, good health care, just these.
So you're not able to go, and this is the CNN interview. I can't even watch Don Lemon anymore, but this is the CNN interview. Same thing, right? Don Lemon talking about, how can you criticize woke? And he's like, woke sucks. And you suck, Don Lemon. So Eric Adams made all the wrong enemies and then very lightly criticized Joe Biden in public, saying he's going to destroy New York City, criticized Joe Biden's border policies, went on CNN and MSNBC to do so, criticized the orthodoxy and the new religion of the Democrat Party, which is wokeness.
It's happened in this country. The numerical minority, they have hijacked the term progressive. I have been progressive all my life. Look at the issues I fought for, from police reform, housing, education. But we've allowed a small number that are the loudest, and they've hijacked the true meaning of the Democratic Party.
Man, you're not allowed to say that these days. And now look what happens next.
Damn, he said all that stuff right there, bro, and it just got him caught up. He said Joe Biden was going to destroy the city, and which, like I said before, we all know Joe Biden. Oh, man, I have to say this almost every video. We all know who Joe Biden is. We all know he need to get out of the office immediately. We all know he would not be winning the re-election. And we all know that his own side want him to drop out, and we all got to get Trump back up in there. But at this time right here, I mean, FBI raids home of top Mayor Eric Adams fundraiser Brianna Suggs. So instead of him getting ready to go meet with Biden to talk about these illegal immigration and stuff, saying that it's going to destroy his city and all that type of stuff, and then the FBI raids his fundraiser Brianna Suggs, so he had to rush back to New York City. He's all over the place, bro. And we already know how CNN, they fake news as it is. You know, they just going to push whatever agenda that they want to push. So we all know that.
which is wokeness.
It's happened in this country. The numerical minority, they have hijacked the term progressive. I have been progressive all my life. Look at the issues I fought for, from police reform, housing, education. But we've allowed a small number that are the loudest, and they've hijacked the true meaning of the Democratic Party.
Man, you're not allowed to say that these days. And now look what happens next.
Yep.
FBI raid. Too bad. And then these are the headlines. FBI raids home of Eric Adams' fundraiser. And how's he going to continue if his fundraiser is getting raided by the FBI? What if he's complicit in all of this?
Yeah.
Now, there is some value. There's some value to this. There is an ongoing case into people to send campaign contributions to Eric Adams that are illegal.
And I see at that top, let me take it back right here. It said that Suggs has been a very close consultant to the New York City mayor. There is no word yet on why the raid was orchestrated or if it has anything to do with Adams himself. Woo, that's a good one right there. Could this be related to the report 3 months ago about the 6 individuals who were charged in an alleged scheme to send campaign money to Eric Adams? Unlike a lot of people on the right, I would not claim the FBI is taking part in a political hit job. I would not jump to the conclusion that the FBI is doing something illegal. I will allow the legal process to play out, and I will allow the courts to decide if anyone has broken the law. Man. That top one is right there is what got me when it said there is no word yet on why the raid was orchestrated or if it has anything to do with Adams. We shall see. We shall see. But it is very funny that after he said all of that about Joe Biden, and then now his partner getting raided, basically. So, man, we shall see what happens.
Contributions to Eric Adams that are illegal, right? There are memes being made, of course, about a message from the Biden crime family. Eric Adams. And a horse's head in your bed, right? The scene from The Godfather. But nonetheless, a federal raid is never a good look for anyone.
It's not. No.
And who's in control of the FBI right now? Just got to ask questions. To give you an update on the campaign finance fraud allegations against Eric Adams, man, are there any clean is there any politicians that are even remotely moral? Everyone's just a scumbag, aren't they? Here's the local news reporting. Apparently, these guys are going to really catch a rap. They have a lot of evidence against various individuals to give more money than they should to Eric Adams's political campaign.
6 New York City contractors tonight are charged with illegally funneling money to Mayor Adams' campaign. Prosecutors say the contractors managed to go around the
illegally funneling money to his campaign? Boy. I'm like Benny. Is there any clean politicians out here? Is there any that's clean that ain't got nothing, no dirt on them or anything? That's what we just going to be starting to say around here for now.
Campaign donation limits by using straw donors to make extra contributions. Those contributions were then matched by the city. The mayor's campaign insists they knew nothing about the illegal donations. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Glassberg.
These 4 defendants are charged in a scheme to raise money through straw donations for Eric Adams' mayoral campaign in 2021. The idea, according to the 27-count indictment, was to give out money orders to people who would then donate that money to the campaign, and the money would be matched by public funds. So a $250 donation would garner a $2,000 match. The defendants would then allegedly pressure the mayor's office for construction jobs, assuming Adams was elected. In one email between 2 defendants, Shamsuddin Riza writes to Dwayne Montgomery, a retired police inspector, about a potential construction project in Brooklyn, saying, FYI, this is the one I want, safety, drywall, and security. One project, but we can all eat. Please show it to him before event. It will start when he's in office. It's important to note the mayor is not charged, nor is his campaign. A campaign spokesman saying, we would never tolerate these actions. But according to political consultant Hank Scheinkopf, this case doesn't help the mayor's narrative.
This continues with a spate of non-positive press that clouds out the fact that murder.
I mean, you gotta realize, of course, you got the mayor. They ain't gonna admit to anything like that, even if it's somebody that's working around them, that's doing some stuff that they know about. Of course, once it hit the fan, I don't know anything about that. They're gonna always do that. They're gonna always do that all the freaking time.
Scheinkopf, this case doesn't help the mayor's narrative.
This continues with a spate of non-positive press that clouds out the fact that murders are down in the city, that there are some strides being made against crime, and that he's got a set of accomplishments. No one's listening to them. What they see is the scandal.
Out of an abundance of caution, the administration is reviewing all city agencies to see if any contracts were signed with any of these defendants, and if so, when.
Man. I asked the question again, do we have any clean politicians around here, y'all? Do we have any clean politicians around here? The man was on his way to go try to talk to Joe Biden after he done said a lot of stuff about Joe Biden, and then all of a sudden, I mean, it is a coincidence that he said all that about Joe Biden, and all of a sudden, somebody that's in his inner circle get raided, and then he got to fly back to New York. Instead of going to D.C., he got to fly back to New York. Man, I tell you the truth around here, bro. I tell you the truth. But y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about it. Another great video by Benny. Like I said before, I will leave the original video in the description. That way that y'all can check the video out for yourselves. But the mayor of New York get his office raided by the FBI after attacking Joe Biden. Because it seemed like that's exactly what happened. It seemed like as soon as he said something about Joe Biden, bam, attacked immediately. Sound like somebody familiar now, don't it? Sound very, very familiar. But like I said, y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.